Good morning, everybody. Steve Velocity's here again. We went ahead and made some great progress yesterday, and you can see chicken coop. We're really just taking the day off because we were like tuckered out. Plus it's going to rain today. We were going to try to put the nesting box over here, and we were going to come out and just do that really quick. My wife was going to try to put a coat of paint on, just to protect the sides. But burning the candle weeks on end like this is finally taking its toll. So that's what it's like. Anybody who does their do-it-yourself projects learns real quick you got to pace yourself. So I got some plastic down here around the bottom, and we're just going to staple it to the sides. The roof is dried in right now, which is kind of nice. And I just wanted to real quick give you kind of a look-see. I know everybody does a little bit different of a job when they do their do-it-yourselves. So this is just another of thousands and thousands of chicken coop and chicken run outdoor projects. But we all learn from each other when we see things, and maybe you'll see something that that you'll like, and you'll use it in yours. My wife has watched hundreds of videos now, and she's constantly going back to YouTube and saying, well, look at the way this person did this and that person did that. And it's great. I really like YouTube. I'm even enjoying doing these videos. I hope that you guys watching are enjoying the videos as much as we enjoy making them and watching other videos. It's a great phenomenon. So let me go ahead and just show you some of the finer points of the chicken coop. Things that we did. Okay, the first thing you might notice here is this right here. This is construction grade 2x6, I think. I don't know, maybe 2x8. Anyway, it's real hard yellow pine, and we went ahead and used some 3-inch screws on here. Got 6 3-inch screws, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some eye hooks in this, and my wife is going to have somebody who makes these the 5-gallon buckets you can get over at Home Depot. She puts nipples on the bottom for chickens, and so my wife really likes that idea. Well, this is super solid. She's going to hang the bucket from that, and she's going to hang the water, or the food, I'm sorry, there, so that the chickens can come up and do that. She also learned something on YouTube, and maybe we'll point this out again, but sometimes chickens need to be taught how to actually approach the nipples, because they don't realize that they're for water. So she says if you get a little laser light, the chickens are attracted to that, kind of like a cat is. They'll come up to the laser light and figure out what it is and try to peck it, and then the water will come out and they'll be able to see. So kind of a unique thing. You'll see my wife wanted to make a access door right here. Now this is the hardware cloth. What we did is we had the MDF on the back, and we cut out the section above the door in the MDF. Then she put the hardware cloth up here like so, and then what she did is I cut out the exterior. Now this is good plywood she was given, so this is good grade plywood. I love the grain on that. Okay, and then attach that into the studs, so this thing's securely attached. And then just if we come back from here, you'll see we put just a regular sheet of good grade plywood on the top. We did that all the way around, and we tar papered it there, and I just needed to give some support because you can see some of this stuff is a little splitting or whatever, and that's fine. Gave a 2x4 for just to sort of make it a little bit more solid. This is a chicken coop, so it ain't got to be extravagant, and tar papered the top of that. And then she went to Home Depot and she found a bunch of this green plastic corrugated covering, and she got it half off. which my wife is very thrifty, so she likes it when she can get stuff, you know, cheaper. Half off, and it was just a little bit dirty. You know, there's some little cosmetics here and there, but who cares? It's a chicken coop. And then I went ahead and installed that. It's securely installed. And I think what happens, we wanted to save a little time there as far as that goes. We're 6 weeks into these projects, and we've got weeks and weeks to go. And let's see, what else can I tell you about this right here. It was very easy to cut also, and we were concerned about metal coming back here, because you can see this is at eye level, and if you're bending into the maintenance area, the maintenance door, didn't want to cut our heads. The shingles we were going to put on it, we just thought, you know, we still got the chicken run to build, so didn't feel like putting that much time into it. Now, we could always pull this back up later and do it later if we wanted to, so that's no problem. So you can see that I went around, cut out regular old exterior plywood here. This is all 1/2 inch plywood that were used, and I built this up because it's going to have a larger door, so I put 2x6, 2x4 here. Did a little chisel cutting right there so this would fit. The previous person who had built the doghouse had actually tried to do some really fancy cuts there, and so didn't want to take that back off, leave that alone. So then we cut out the holes for the nesting box. Now you'll notice that they're not totally perfect, which is fine. All the chickens need on the inside is the ability to come in. We're going to put the nesting box here. We're going to do a slanted roof here, and you'll see how we build that later. I guess I can explain it later, but it's easier to see what you built than for me to explain it and tell you about it. So ultimately, this is how far we got. Now, my wife was really concerned about ventilation for these chickens, so what we did is we left a little vent here, and we put the hardware cloth here so that it's like Fort Knox. I mean, there's nothing that's going to get in there. We've got the hooks, you can see. Well, you know what I'm seeing? I got 49 seconds before this video kills. But anyway, real fast, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Not bad. We're going to do the chicken run. I'm very satisfied with this, and my wife's got some really cool ideas about how to paint it. She's going to do some special trim on it. It's going to look good. Well, I think that's about it for this video. Hope you guys are still continuing to have a nice 4th of July weekend. And Steve Velocity is out.